विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मी मनोहर कबाडे, महात्मा बसवेश्वर महाविद्यालय लातूर येथे फिजिक्सचा प्राध्यापक आहे. मी आपल्या सर्वांचं या व्हिडिओ चॅनलमध्ये स्वागत करत आहे. मी सगळ्यांना अशी विनंती करतो की मनोहर कबाडे नावाने सुरू असलेल्या YouTube चॅनलवर सबस्क्राईब करा, लाईक करा आणि शेअर करा, जेणेकरून हा व्हिडिओ अनेक लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचेल. माझा या व्हिडिओमध्ये 11वी साठी आणि 12वी साठी उपयुक्त असलेला अभ्यासक्रम शिकवण्याचा प्रयत्न आहे. या प्रयत्नाला आपल्या सगळ्यांच्या सहकार्याची अपेक्षा आहे. आपण फिजिक्सचे 11वीचे काही आता चॅप्टर सुरू करतोय आणि याची सुरुवात म्हणून सगळ्यात आधी आपण हे पाहणार की व्हॉट इज फिजिक्स, आणि मग त्याच्यानंतर what is the requirement of unit, what are the fundamental physical quantities and derived quantities, then what are the SI units and how to obtain the units of derived physical quantities. या गोष्टींबद्दल या व्हिडिओ लेक्चरमध्ये आपण प्रयत्न करणार आहोत. ते सांगण्याचा हा माझा प्रयत्न असेल. What is physics? Physics is a branch of science. Then the question arises, what do you mean by the science? Science is the organization of knowledge. Organization of knowledge is the science. Organization of knowledge is the science. फार पूर्वीपासून माणसाच्या मनामध्ये अनेक गोष्टींचं कुतूहल निर्माण व्हायचं. Man is very curious about the things happening around him. The curiosity about why there is a periodic formation of day and night, why there is periodically there is a change of season, winter to summer and summer to rainy season, why the plant grows, why there is more heat at the afternoon time, why the birds fly. Like that, so many things are happening around the humans, and humans are very curious to know why these things are happening. माणसाच्या सभोवताली होणाऱ्या अनेक गोष्टींचं माणसाला नेहमी कुतूहल वाटत गेलं आणि त्या कुतूहलापोटी तो शोधत राहिला की हे का होत असेल. आणि या शोधानंतर त्याला काय जे ज्ञान प्राप्त झालं त्या ज्ञानाची संरचना म्हणजे विशेष विज्ञान, आणि विशेष विज्ञान म्हणजे विज्ञान. Out of the curiosity, man used to grasp so many things from the universe, and the things what he got, the knowledge what he got, it is arranged in a systematic manner, and that arrangement or organization of knowledge is nothing but a science. Science is broadly divided into the two categories. One is the natural science and other is the physical science or biological sciences and the physical sciences. In biological sciences, we used to study the living things like the plants and animals. The branch of physics which deals with the plants is the botany. Branch of science which deals with study of plants is the botany. And the branch of science which deals with study of animals is the zoology. The study of non-living things comes under the physical sciences, and the physical sciences again broadly divided into the two sub-branches. One is the physics and other is the chemistry. Our interest is to learn about more and more about the branch that is known as the physics. Physics is the branch of science which deals with nature and natural phenomenon. Physics is the branch of science which deals with study of nature and natural phenomena. Again, we are very curious to know the things happening in the nature. आपल्या भोवताली होणाऱ्या अनेक घटनांचा आपल्याला अतिशय एक क्युरियोसिटी असते, एक जिज्ञासा असते की हे का होत असलं पाहिजे. झाडावरून फळ खाली का पडतं, चंद्र पृथ्वीभोवती का फिरतो, पृथ्वी सूर्याभोवती फिरते, पृथ्वीच्या सूर्याभोवती फिरण्याने 1 वर्ष ची निर्मिती होते. आपण 1 वर्ष म्हणजे पृथ्वीची सूर्याभोवतालची एक प्रदक्षिणा असं म्हणतो. पृथ्वी जेव्हा स्वतःच्या अक्षाभोवती फिरते तेव्हा दिवस रात्र होतं असं सांगतो. त्याच्यानंतर चंद्र पृथ्वीच्या भोवताली फिरतो. Earth rotate about its own axis, Earth rotate about the sun. At the same time, moon rotates, revolves around the sun. This revolution of Earth, revolution of moon. At the same time, the body which is allowed to fall freely comes towards the earth. All these are bounded by one of the law of nature, that is the Newton's law of gravitation. These phenomenon can be explained with a law of nature, that is Newton's law of gravitation or the gravitational law. When you rub a comb with your hair and keep it to the bit of the paper, the bits of the paper will be attracted towards the comb. Whenever you switch on a button of light, the bulb glows and you will get a light. All these things used to happen in day-to-day life, and it was governed by some of the laws of physics from the branch of physics that is electricity. Therefore, so many things happening around us. Therefore, physics is very dynamic and everything in the universe can be explained with the basic laws of physics. Therefore, physics is very diverse, very dynamic, and it is available everywhere. And you have to think of the things happening around with us with the help of the physics. We are able to analyze the things happening around us. In physics, basically, we deals with the different phenomenon in the universe which are governed by the laws. At the same time, in physics, we used to explain some of the natural phenomenon with the help of the different theories put forth by the different persons or the scientists. निसर्गामध्ये होणाऱ्या अनेक घटना, अनेक घडामोडी यांचा अभ्यास केल्यानंतर असं लक्षात येतं की या सगळ्या गोष्टी एका विशिष्ट नियमाने बांधलेल्या आहेत. त्या नियमांचा अभ्यास करणे, त्यांना पडताळून पाहणे, ते बरोबर आहेत की नाही पाहणे आणि त्याचं विश्लेषण करणे, हे आपण फिजिक्स मध्ये पाहतो. आणि ती फिजिक्सची लॉज आहेत. लॉज ऑफ द फिजिक्स आर द युनिव्हर्सल्स अँड they are time independent. They cannot be challenged. You can't question for a law why and if. निसर्गात होणाऱ्या नैसर्गिक घटनांचा अभ्यास करून निसर्गातल्या नियमांनी त्यांना बांधून टाकलं किंवा निसर्गाच्या नियमांनी त्याचं विश्लेषण केलं तर ती जी नियम आहेत, ते जे लॉज ऑफ फिजिक्स आहेत, त्याच्यावर तुम्हाला वाय आणि इफ हे प्रश्न विचारता येत नाहीत, कारण ते प्रूव्ड आहेत आणि ते त्रिकालाबाधित आहेत. दे कॅनॉट बी चेंज्ड विथ द टाइम. You can't ask a question if the body is not attracted by the earth. When body is allowed to fall freely, it comes down. You can't say that if it doesn't come down, असं तुम्ही म्हणाल का ते खाली नाही पडलं तर? असं होणारच नाही. Unlike pole attract each other and like pole repel each other, this is the natural thing happening. In that case, you are not able to ask a question, why unlike pole repel each other? If like pole attract each other, these questions are the absurds because these are the fact-based, the analysis of the natural things, and this comes under the laws of physics. Fact-based गोष्टींवर विचार करून त्यांना नियमात बांधून ठेवलंय, म्हणून फिजिक्सच्या नियमांना तुम्ही का आणि असं नाही झालं तर असे प्रश्न विचारू शकत नाही. At the same time, there are some hypotheses, there are some theorems which are able to explain some of the facts in the universe. And these are the fact based which are explained by the person scientist. And they can be challenged, they can be revised, and they can be modified. As an example, Thomson said that atom is a core in which the electrons are embedded. It is watermelon model. But this watermelon model was challenged, and Rutherford said that nah, atom is not like that. Atom consists of centrally situated nucleus and electrons revolving around it. But the Bohr, the student of Rutherford, said that what my teacher has said has some limitations. Therefore, I will continue the same, and he is able to explain that the revolution is possible in a permitted orbit. And in that permitted orbit, it has energy, and whenever transition takes place from one orbit to another orbit, therefore the Thomson's model was challenged and it was made. It was modified by Rutherford, and Rutherford's model was revised and it was corrected by the Bohr. Therefore, the explanation of the facts can be challenged and changed. Therefore, physics is said to be more dynamic. In the same way, how is the nature of light? Newton said that light is nothing but it consists of small particles called as the corpuscles of the particles. And he is able to explain few of the phenomenon with the help of his theory, corpuscular theory. But thereafter, Huygens came forward. He said that what Newton is said is not correct. Light is in the form of waves. But tragedy with the Huygens is that the name of the Newton is so popular in the society, no one is able to consider what Huygens is said. Thereafter, Young's come ahead. He showed some experiment which make the people to think of Huygens wave theory of light. And after 125 years of Huygens explanation, the people accept the Huygens theory of wave theory of light. But thereafter, again a new theory come for how is the nature of light. Someone said that light is sometimes behaving like the particle, sometimes it is behaving like the wave. Therefore, light has a dual nature. Light is supposed to consist of packets of energy called as the photons. Photons travels in the form of waves. And like that, everywhere, what is happening with the light is challenged by the different person that is accepted with the help of the experiment. Therefore, physics is very interesting, very fascinating, and you analyze the things that is happening around us. मजा आहे फिजिक्स. प्रत्येकाने त्याला जो अनुभव आला त्याच्यावरून थिअरी मांडली, त्याच्यावर लोकांनी प्रयोग करून सांगितलं की त्याच्या म्हणण्यामध्ये थोडीशी ही दुरुस्ती केली तर बरं होईल, आणि नंतरच्याने सांगितलं की त्या दोघांच्या म्हणण्यामध्ये ही थिअरी ही गोष्ट सांगितली तर ती जास्त उपयुक्त ठरेल आणि आपल्याला ती गोष्ट कळण्यासाठी जास्त उपयोगी. फिजिक्स कोणालाही खोटं ठरवत नाही. तो त्याचा अनुभव आहे, त्याच्या अनुभवातून त्यांनी ते सांगितलं. हा माझा अनुभव आहे आणि माझा अनुभव त्याच्या तर्काच्या आधारावर आहे. म्हणून फिजिक्समध्ये ॲक्सेप्टन्स आहे. आपण अनेक लोकांच्या अनेक गोष्टी स्वीकारतो आणि मग आपल्या पद्धतीने त्याच्यामध्ये बदल करून अजून काही नवीन भर घालण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. म्हणून the physics people are very open minded. They used to take the opinions of others and at the same time with these opinions they add their experiences and make a new theory. Like that we say that physics is ever dynamics. But this is about the postulates and theories. The laws of physics are not challenged. Those are the universal truths. To study physics means what? फिजिक्सचा अभ्यास करायचा म्हणजे काय? फिजिक्सचा अभ्यास करायचा म्हणजे काय की फिजिक्सचं पुस्तक काढायचं आणि मग त्याला वाचायचं, वाचून पाठ करायचं, पाठ करून त्याच्या प्रश्नांची उत्तरं लिहायची आणि मग त्याच्यात मार्क मिळवायचे. हा आपल्या करिक्युलमचा भाग झाला. पण 11वी-12वी मध्ये फिजिक्स शिकायचं म्हणजे काय की ते आपण शिकलेलं फिजिक्स आपल्या अवतीभोवती असलेल्या गोष्टींशी रिलेट करता आलं पाहिजे. फिजिक्सच्या विद्यार्थ्यांकडून ही अपेक्षा आहे की त्याचं लॉजिक आणि त्याचं मॅथमॅटिक्स आणि त्याचं नॉलेज अपलिफ्ट झालं पाहिजे. फिजिक्सच्या विद्यार्थ्याकडून प्रत्येक गोष्ट तर्कानी, नियमानी आणि अनुभवानी सिद्ध करताना दिसला पाहिजे फिजिक्सचा विद्यार्थी. Physics are the leaders everywhere. Physics students, physics teachers are the leaders everywhere because they think logically, they work practically, and they are very good with the mathematics. What is the role of mathematics in physics? If I say every particle of the matter attracts every other particle of matter with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their mass and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. This is Newton's law of gravitation. Instead of saying like this, if I say the force of attraction between the two masses is directly proportional to the product of mass and inversely proportional to the square of the distance, by writing this mathematical equation I am able to get the full knowledge of the what law is want to explain. भलं मोठं स्टेटमेंट लक्षात ठेवण्यापेक्षा या फॉर्म्युल्याने न्यूटनचा ग्रॅव्हिटेशन लॉ काय सांगतो हे पटकन कळतं. Physics can be explained with the language of mathematics. Mathematics is the language of physics. फिजिक्सची भाषा आहे गणित, मॅथमॅटिक्स फिजिक्सची भाषा आहे. मला जे काही फिजिक्स मध्ये सांगायचं आहे ते मी मॅथमॅटिक्सच्या मदतीने सांगतो, पण त्याच्यात फिजिक्स हा आत्मा आहे. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम लँग्वेज मेक इट मोर कन्व्हिनियंट टू एक्सप्लेन माय फीलिंग्स टू द अदर. But it should be remembered that the language in which I am going to explain the feeling is important, no doubt, but it is not that much important what I feel. माझ्या भावना व्यक्त करण्याला मला भाषेची मदत घ्यावी लागते, पण माझ्या भाषेमध्ये ग्रामॅटिकल मिस्टेक आहेत, माझ्या भाषेमध्ये काही अडचणी आहेत, हे तेवढं महत्वाचं नाही आहे, तर माझ्या भावना महत्वाच्या आहेत. तसंच मॅथमॅटिक्सचं रोल आहे. मॅथमॅटिक्स मेक द कम्फर्ट ऑफ कम्युनिकेटिंग फिजिक्स विथ इच अदर. मॅथमॅटिक्स हे फिजिक्स एकमेकाला समजावून सांगण्यासाठी कम्फर्ट करत असतो. मला इथून दिल्लीला प्रवास करायचा आहे. मी प्रवास बसनी करू शकेन, रेल्वेनी करू शकेन, विमानाने करू शकेन. विमानाने प्रवास करणं हे जास्त कम्फर्टेबल आहे. आपण लवकर तिथे पोहोचू आणि त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त आराम आहे. याचा अर्थ आरामाला महत्व आहे असं नाही, तर माझ्या पोचण्याला महत्व आहे. पण माझ्या पोचण्यामध्ये जो आराम मिळणार आहे तो प्लेननी जाण्याने. तोच रोल मॅथमॅटिक्सचा आहे. मॅथमॅटिक्स मेक a comfortable journey of studying physics. At the same time, it should be remembered that without mathematics, it becomes very difficult to learn the basic aspects of the physics. Therefore, mathematics is needed. But every time, my very popular sentence in the class is that what mathematics we are doing in the derivation is not important, but what the physics we are learning at the end of the mathematics is more important. एखादं प्रॉब्लेम करून आपण त्याच्या मॅथमॅटिकल स्टेप सोडवून उत्तर मिळवतो, तर त्यातल्या मॅथमॅटिक्स स्टेप्सला महत्व आहे, नाही असं नाही. पण जास्त महत्वाचं काय की आपण त्याच्यातून आपण काय शिकलो, आपल्याला कोणत्या निर्णयापर्यंत आलो, आपल्याला कोणता निष्कर्ष मिळाला, हे जास्त महत्वाचं आहे. द रोल ऑफ मॅथमॅटिक्स इन फिजिक्स इज as equal as the role of any language in the communication. What important is the communication? Language is important. It makes the comfort to communicate with each other. While studying, we have to go through numerous phenomenon. We have to study the different laws. We have to see the different theories. We have to analyze those. And for that, there is a need of measurement of the quantities. And the quantities which can be measured are called as the physical quantities. There are large number of physical quantities which we need in our day-to-day life for making our life very comfortable. And the measurement of physical quantity is nothing but comparison of a physical quantity with some standard. As an example, we will take a very simple thing. You may say that elephant is heavier than goat. It's very obvious. तुम्ही असं म्हणाल की हत्तीचं वजन या बकरीच्या वजनापेक्षा खूप जास्त आहे. But the question is, how many times the elephant is heavier than that of the goat? And this how many times is the comparison between the weight of the goat and weight of the elephant. And if I say that the weight of the goat is some 20 unit and weight of the elephant is some 200 unit, then the comparison becomes very simple. We say that the elephant is heavier than goat by 10 times. Every time we used to do such things. If I say my college is far away from my own house, then question arises, how far away? Then if I say that it is at a distance of 3 kilometers, then you used to think that whether I have to go to the college by walk, whether I have to go by rickshaw. At the same time, if I say Solapur is at 120 kilometers, then I used to think that whether to go by walk or by rickshaw or by bus. Therefore, the measurement of the quantity is a basic thing required in day-to-day life to make the things simple, easier and comfortable. And what is measurement? Measurement is nothing but it is the comparison of that quantity with some standard used for the measurement. If I ask a student that you should study at least 2 hours per day for the 2 years to achieve your goal. What's the meaning of this one? The meaning of this one is that you should study for a time which is twice that of 1 hour. 2 is a number which helps how many times here, that of the time standard 1 hour. Therefore, time is measured with the help of standard, that is 1 hour. Hence, 1 hour is the standard for the measurement of time. Meter is the standard measurement of length. Kilogram is the standard used for the measurement of the mass. This standard used for the measurement of physical quantity is the unit of that quantity. And more about the units of physical quantity and what do we mean by the fundamental and derived units, that we will see in the next lecture. Thank you very much. It's my humble request to you all that please subscribe, share and like this video channel.